So we're live here con Latino Financial University, but more than anything, thanking the one and only el señor Jorge Jarrín por abrirnos las puertas and bringing us over today to make this possible, an event that you better than anybody can tell us what it's about.
Well, absolutely. Thank you. First of all, we're so happy for the response that we've received, like yourselves here today at Latino Financial University. This tournament today symbolizes our very first effort after we've established the Jaime and Blanca Jarrín Foundation. We established the foundation in honor of my mom, who passed away earlier this year, February the 28th. But I must tell you, my father, with 62 years as probably the leading voice in sports in the United States in Spanish, has created a legacy. And combined with my mom's generosity and her feeling, because my father would not have been able to accomplish what he has over 62 years if it wasn't for the support of my mom and the way she made us feel and always held it together. She's always she was always thinking of Latinos and immigrants coming to this country just like they did in 1955 to better themselves, to have a better life. She feels that everyone is entitled to that. And in keeping that in mind, in her memory, we've established this event today, this golf tournament. We have over 133 golfers.
Celebrities here, as well, right?
And some celebrities as well. Richard,
George Lopez, I know, is coming.
George Lopez, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
George Lopez, and I mentioned Nomar, and I mentioned Adrian Gonzalez, and we're expecting Byron Scott of the Lakers in just a little bit, the actor Ron Perlman, a few others as well, so that it's a fun event. But, the response has been great, and that's the main thing, is for the community. And we want to use this to maintain the legacy that my family has begun, so that we can give back to our community what we have received.
And you know what? I'm proud to hear that, because as an Angelino, as a Latino, you hardly get to hear those stories where a fellow Angelino or Latino gives you the hand to come up, and you guys are starting at the bottom, feeding the seeds of those trees that are coming up.
Exactly.
And you guys are going to carry them throughout, right? With
Absolutely.
The foundation?
That's what we hope, because we hope that people will pass it on. The main thing is we have to give those who can use the help to realize their dreams educationally, to graduate.
Right.
I mean, nowadays, so many students graduate so far in debt that they're discouraged from finishing their studies.
They don't even want to do it.
But we need professionals. We need people who are educated to stand up for us, for our moms and dads and grandfathers and grandmothers and uncles. We need these people to stand up so that we can take more control of the direction of our country.
So when the idea comes to come up with this and put this foundation together, what were your thoughts? What were the thoughts of your father? And when you guys are kind of throwing it out there, and hey, let's get the boys involved, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do, what was it? Where were his initial impressions?
Well, the thing is, it was really my grandsons and my good friend Jesse Nunez, who had been with us at the Los Angeles Dodgers from the marketing point of view. We had been discussing something like this, the importance of maintaining my family's legacy, because we want it to serve as an example to others. Si se puede.
Claro.
Con trabajo, con todo, con buena esperanza, everything is possible. So we wanted to do that. So there had been a discussion prior to my mom passing away. It's just that when we lost my mom so suddenly, they had been married 65 years.
Amor eterno, no?
It was really tough, and we thought, this is how we're going to continue to honor her memory and her name. And I just know that my mom would just be so happy and so pleased to be here right now.
Well, she is.
And
Look at her energy. She is the juice behind all this, with your father and the love, and you are that love put together in physical form.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing what you're doing for us, because you're opening the doors for other generations.
That's what we have to do. And we have to continue to open doors so that others can walk through.
So as we're talking to message for the sponsors, those that today we have a few of the sponsors, but then what message or invitation would you have for other sponsors, for future events beyond today, because this is a long journey. We got to go out and make an impact. Journey. The Latino community is big outside of the LA. There's lots of people are going to be listening to this content outside of this area. What message and invitation do you want to bring, offer to the sponsors?
Well, we hope that this way we can give the sponsors an opportunity to engage once again in another facet with the community, getting behind events like this to raise money for scholarships. And we want to thank our good corporate citizens like Anheuser-Busch, like Coca-Cola, like Los Defensores, the presenting sponsor of this tournament today, that have stepped up and said, hey, we like what you're doing, we like what you want to do, let us help you do it. And in this way, we want to get the word out to all the people that we engage with on a regular basis. Because of the Los Angeles Dodgers broadcast, we get to speak to the Latino community over an 8-month period almost on a daily basis with our Dodger games and the following that we have. So I invite other sponsors as well that please join us. We'd love to have you. And if we can all band together, there's a lot that we can get done in a very, very positive manner. That's awesome.
Well, Señor Jarrín, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for opening the door for us and for the rest of the comunidad.
Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you.
Un placer tenerlos aquí. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.